Hello everyone, this is Ayush Bharti and I am from BCA PPU third year, and here I am along with my teammate and I will demonstrate you my backend backend project, which is DLF Mall, which I have learned in this workshop, which is backend bootcamp workshop. And here I have created a mall user using Python, and I have used the framework I am using the framework called Django, and I have used the database in this project is MongoDB, and I have run the server in the Docker. And the main motive of this project is replacing the database from RDBMS to MongoDB, and run the server in the Docker, not in the local host. So this is the project overview, and now Khushi will explain the coding part.
Thank you, Ayush. Here is our project, and project name is DLF Mall, and this is our code section. And this code is based on in our workshop design Django. It is based on MVC architecture, and this is our code. And in this code we used models.py. Firstly, we explain DLF Mall. This is our project name, and malls users. This is our app name. In project name, we design settings.py files name, and this files name we describe our app's name and installed app. This is our app name. We deploy and we describe our code in malls user. It is our app name, and in this app name we design apps models.py URLs. Firstly, we describe models.py. In models.py, we design our attributes like sign up. In this API are used in two API, sign up and users. It is a endpoint. And this is our views.py. In this views.py, we describe a business logic again, and it is a data append. I have seen it is data append is update our fields and update our files. And this is urls.py. In this we design sign up and user list and endpoint. This is an endpoint, and its attribute and apps in designing. Next part is delivered by.
Hello everyone, now I am going to explain what is Docker. So as we know that Docker make image of our code, and after making the image of our code, it will run through the containers. So basically first we look how the code of actually Docker file look. So here we go the docker compose.yml. Here we are going to tell all the dependencies or requirements that which we are using, and where these all the requirements that Docker knows is that requirement.txt file. Here we have written all the requirement files that is required to run Docker, which Docker is gonna install and run the file. And Docker gonna run this file with the help of Docker file. With the help of the Docker file. Here we are defining the loading and installing the run pip install no cache etc, and the port number where our Docker is gonna run. So now let's move to the part where we are going to run our Docker. So Docker is already running, so we are now gonna to pause the Docker. Now again we gonna run Docker again to tell you how the Docker is working. So yes, this command to run the Docker compose -f docker compose.yml.up. This up command tells to start the Docker file. Now we're gonna press the enter. Now here it is starting now. It takes some time. Yes, it's ready. Now we're gonna go to Docker, and as you can see the Docker is running. And if you want to see the port, we can see the MongoDB port, which is 27017, and the our app, our server, it is running on 8000. So this is what Docker, and with the help of Docker, we can send to the file to someone who does not have Python or Django. With Docker, he can use the both, even if they have not installed Python and Docker. This is the place where we use Docker, and this is the main benefit which Docker gives us. Now let's move to the next part.
Thank you, Himanshu. So now we will text using Postman. So firstly, I used post method. So we check create using localhost sign up, and yeah, I can change a name. Name is Ayush. The next change email. The number, and next step, send the code, and we can see that successfully message. Now we use get method. Then get method is basically used for create a user. So then you go to localhost server, then user list, name is user list, then send the data. After that, we basically check name, email, and mobile number. So we check name Ayush, and email is admin, and number and address. That's all my side. Thank you.